to be breaking down our favorite art house horror films. And so we are really looking at films that are artistic, but also scary, and there's some pretty neat choices. I will preface this to say probably all three of us would agree that Possession's one of the best ones. If you haven't seen it,
yes,
find
definitely.
it.
Completely.
But we have talked about that a lot. So let's go into ours. Becca, we'll start with you. This is a really fun film.
Yeah, I had to go Japanese, and I was going to pick Uzumaki, The Spiral, but I ended up going with House-su from 1977. This directly translates to house. It's not the 1980s one that came out in the U.S. This is completely different, and it's batshit crazy.
Catshit crazy.
Catshit crazy. I like that better.
It's crazy cats.
I was trying to come up with a way to describe the plot today, but that's just completely moot. The best I can say is that it's six schoolgirls go to stay at one of their aunt's houses, and the house starts eating them slowly. And there's also an evil cat. One of the girls brings a cat, and it's evil. What I absolutely love about this is, well, yeah, it's cat shit crazy, completely out of left field. But it's from Toho Studios, and the way that this film came about is they went to the director, and Toho said, "We really want a Japanese version of Jaws. See if you can come up with a Japanese version of Jaws." And this is what the director did.
It's like Jaws in the house.
Jaws.
It's Jaws in the house, but the Jaws is the house. I love it.
It's absolutely, yeah, Jaws is the house. And there's a cat, and I don't know where the rest comes in. But it's become this renowned art classic. It's now available from Criterion Collection. It wasn't available in the U.S. for a long time. But a couple of years ago, they did a round of 35mm screenings, and it's now available from Criterion.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a really fun film. What about you, Stace?
My choice is, I'm not sure the pronunciation of the director's name, if it's the French-Canadian Guy or if it's Guy Madden, but it is Dracula, pages from a Virgin's Diary. It's a balletic interpretation of the Dracula story, although it's very true to the novel. But it's a silent film, lots of black and white, some color tinting. It's absolutely beautiful, and Dracula himself is a very commanding, seductive, sensuous figure, and an unusual casting choice. He's an Asian ballet dancer. That is my choice. Now that's Artie.
Yeah, it is, and I've never seen that film. I've seen a lot of guys.
It's fantastic. You should really check it out.
No, it looks nice. The trailer just made me want to rent it. And continuing the theme of kind of silent film influence, besides Possession, which is my favorite horror film of all time, Eyes Without a Face, which has a pronunciation in French I can't go there, but by Georges Franju. It's one of the most incredible films you'll ever see. It's equal parts absolutely gory and repulsive as it is like absolutely stunning and beautiful, very lyrical, dreamlike. Edith Schaub is the woman, gives one of the best performances you'll ever see without ever seeing her face. You literally just see her eyes through a mask. It's all told through stillness, physical performance, and it's a very sad tale, but it has the horror elements are still really gory. It's a mad doctor trying to, his daughter's in a bad car accident. She gets her face disfigured, so the mad doctor tries to surgically graft young woman's faces onto her before this was actually processed. And unfortunately for the woman, they're all unwilling and half awake when he's doing this really gory procedure. The effects are incredible. It was a huge influence on, if you watch this film and then watch Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands, the parallels are, I mean, just so close in terms of the visual quality of the film. But it's a really terrific film. I think it's a Criterion release, and the actress in it is about to be in a new film called Holy Motors, which is getting a lot of buzz this year, and she's probably in her 90s now. But I hear good things, so that could be fun. So check it out if you can. Eyes Without a Face, feel adventurous. It's also scary. So those are good choices. I think they're a lot of fun.